The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Blue 30. Right there, 54 Mike. Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Connor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. A gain of 13 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Black 20. Check black 54. Black 54. We ain't giving up nothing to check. Switch. Slam.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Like 80.
Mike 54. Here we go.
24. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
They'll run on first down. Connor. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Push him back.
it's 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
White 80. Check right 54. Right 54. All day, baby. All day. Slip. Easy, easy. Look at that.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
Check 15. Check 15.
He'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Check 26. Check 26.
They'll look to run with Connor. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Big Ben going to take it himself. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180!
Put him on the buttons. Let's put that team on the buttons. Check 13. Check 13.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
49 to Mike.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. Actually, I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
White.
March 49.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Now Roethlisberger. This one to Foster Moreau, the rookie from LSU. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Ready? Like 80. Right there, 54 miles. Wild alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Like 80.
Watch the screen. Undercrush. Slam.
Easy. Focus.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Take 2 of them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd down, it's counter. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80. Mike 49. I got it. Out, 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 out. 21, 21. Pilot, 64, weak.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11, 11. 12, 12.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Here we go.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Six guard. Check six guard. Check 37. Check 37.
11.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get...
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Garoppolo now. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go. 180.
I'm not ready.
Check 3. White.
49's the mic. Watch 49. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
From the 44, Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On second down, it's Connor. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
First down, Steelers.
Block 80! Strip the ball. Alert, alert!
On first down, Connor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Set! 230. Snickers. 66. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Right back to Connor here on first. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. He'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'll be back to left because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, alert! 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 49, guys.
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Solid, 5 down.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
He's coming. Double up.
50. Easy, 2.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Toss play, counter. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
He won't go down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Here we go. Ready? You ain't got nothing. You ain't got 11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Hey, alert!
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I got you. Mike 49.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin Bush in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. Trying to lay one up. They've got his man complete. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively, put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Set! 180. Mike 5-4. All world. Day, every day, any day.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go, D. All day. Relax.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
49 the mic. Watch 49.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the... And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down.
Like 80.
50 seconds, come on. And I'm coming after you.
No foul. Eight.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Check back.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Alert.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep for Moncrief. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Ben to throw again. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. D. Ford in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here we go. 180.
49's a must. Jim.
Black. Stay hot.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. 180.
Right here. Tighten up.
Garoppolo to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here we go.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
11.
Mark 49. Hey, they're scared. 49.
To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit. They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room. So for the 49ers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.